Ang programang ito ay inihatid
This graphic or instrumental might have been a part of your childhood. These were the graphics used in GMA Network's sponsor segments, the so-called GMA sponsor bumpers. Whether you saw them while waiting for class suspension announcements, on Saturday mornings, or in the afternoon, this instrumental became deeply embedded in every Filipino who grew up from the 2000s even to the 2010s. However, what many of you may not know is that there is some lost media surrounding these iconic bumpers.
This special is being presented to you
Before
by
2003, GMA Network's sponsor segments were simple, consisting only of a voiceover and a compilation of sponsored commercials. However, in October 2002, GMA underwent a major rebranding, transitioning from its rainbow logo to the now iconic Kapuso Heart logo. A few months later, a new sponsor graphic was introduced. Debuting in 2003, this new sponsor bumper featured an angled rectangular card with geometric, neon-like patterns, accompanied by the Kapuso Heart logo positioned in the bottom right corner. The color scheme varied depending on the type of the show: green for entertainment, blue for public affairs, red for cartoons and anime, purple for dramas, and cyan for comedy. At this time, the background music was not yet the iconic instrumental. Instead, it was American Epic by Video Helper.
Yan ang komedyang hatid ng tropa ng Nuts Entertainment. Kapartner ang new Sunsilk Twin Pack Sachets.
In 2005, GMA introduced a new and more iconic blue sponsored bumper, replacing the previous design. The American Epic track remained until 2008, when it was replaced by an in-house composition created by GMA, which quickly became recognizable and nostalgic for Filipino viewers. The 2005 bumper design featured a sleek blue gradient background with the Kapuso Heart logo, which was now more prominent, both in the background and in the bottom right corner. This design became the longest-running sponsor bumper, lasting for 18 years. On February 27, 2023, as GMA and its subsidiary channels transitioned to a widescreen format, the sponsor bumper received a modernized revamp while still maintaining its signature blue gradient design and Kapuso Heart logo. This new version introduced abstract light streaks, lens flares, and reflections to give it a more dynamic and updated look. However, the instrumental music remains unchanged. As mentioned earlier, lost media surrounding these sponsor bumpers is abundant. The 2003 bumpers were once considered rare, with only a few available on the internet. However, in 2021, several 2003 bumpers were rediscovered, leading to more resurfacing over time. This also applies to the 2005 to 2008 bumpers that featured the American Epic soundtrack. The year 2021 marked a turning point when sponsor bumpers gained popularity, resulting in the unearthing of even more bumpers, particularly those from 2008. These rediscovered bumpers date from 2009 to 2012, with more emerging from later years. One particularly iconic sponsor bumper is the Mercury Drug bumper, which aired during Unang Hirit. While the widely recognized 2008 to 2014 version featured the well-known instrumental, is already available online. The pre-2008 version with the American Epic soundtrack, as well as the 2014 updated version showcasing the Mercury Drug's 60th anniversary billboard, remains lost. One of the most significant pieces of lost media is the clean version of the iconic 2008 in-house instrumental theme. The longest known sponsor bumper using this instrumental lasts 25 seconds. Because of this, several archivists, including Gabriel Ansaldo, attempted to reconstruct a clean version by combining multiple bumpers and removing the voiceover. The in-house composition used a lot of Roland sound modules. The theme is also played on Barangay LS 97.1, where it extends to 25 seconds. A user attempted to clean the remaining 25 seconds, but due to stronger vocal interference, the removed instrumental sounded distorted. Currently, the reconstructed version of the theme is 50 seconds long, though the full length of the instrumental is still uncertain. A recreation of the instrumental was made on February 7, 2025 by Unworthy Pebble. Now, aside from its lost media, why is such a sponsor bumper so influential aside from being nostalgic? The reason is those findings made in 2021. While several people already are interested in those bumpers in 2020, me, the Philippine Television Archives, and other archivists intensified it by uploading more bumpers we have found from some channels. This started the craze of finding GMA sponsor bumpers in that same year. At the same recording then present sponsor bumpers on TV. Aside from archivists, the resurgence in popularity was fueled by randomly obsessed logo kids, globally and locally. Well, jokes aside, sponsor bumper enthusiasts and influencers who felt nostalgic upon seeing these bumpers from their childhood. At one point, they even became a meme, which, despite initially being perceived as annoying, ultimately contributed to the discovery of several rare and previously unseen recordings. Many of these came from the so-called MPEG channels, a web of piracy, obscure, seemingly random channels active from the late 2000s to the mid-2010s. These channels contained full episodes of television series and major news reports that had never been uploaded before. A video discussing these mysterious channels will be released soon. Back in 2021, I was actively involved in uploading GMA sponsor bumpers, creating compilations and sharing them on the Philippine Television Archives channel. Although I initially regretted doing so, I later realized that without those efforts, I wouldn't be where I am today. This channel would not exist, and the archive wouldn't have grown as successful as it is now. What was once people who were initially only interested in sponsor bumpers became one of my closest companions and are now chasing their passion, not just in the archiving community. The craze sparked a domino effect among archivists and the community, bringing us to where we are today. If you want to support the mission of the Philippine Television Archives Group, we are still open for volunteers who can share their home recordings or contribute to the ongoing quest for Philippine lost media. For more content like this, subscribe to Everything Media PH and keep your notifications on. Until next time, thanks for watching.